Hello everybody, welcome back. I've got another Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions job breakdown for you. This time we're taking a look at Samurai. Samurai I actually really like. We've got some they're like a Ferrari. really expensive, but fast and fun to drive. Speaking as somebody who has literally never driven one, but so yeah, not a great example, but very expensive. They've got a lot of abilities that have really good range here. So radius of 3, vertical 3 as well. So that really makes it so that it's easy to, hit enemies with this stuff. So a lot of them just do damage. Oopsies, I don't know what happened there. This is always something that I'm doing. Oh, that's what's going on. I'm hitting the wrong button. It's user error. Alright, let's try this again. Kotetsu. Technique that releases the damage in a spirit's user's katana, losing a wave of howling dark spirits. Osafune here basically takes the enemy's MP, so, good for messing casters up. Here is a heal, so you can also see there, so it says radius 3 there, vertical 3, and then allies. So that's going to hit all of your allies within its range. Let's actually test this out. One thing before I do this, I actually wanted to bring up the, so I have to go back into this now, of course. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys, Shira Haddori. Evade non-ranged physical attacks, but bow and crossbow attacks are excluded. But, by the way, which is kind of funny, the gun attacks are included. So, not so great against the, bow users, but for most physical attacks, this is actually amazing. And basically what happens there is it goes off of your bravery, and it's basically a 1-to-1. So, you'll notice here, so I've got 88 bravery on this character, which means that I only have a 12% chance to land physical attacks. I mean, this is amazing. This is probably one of the best, defense skills in the game. It makes them almost untouchable, right, to melee characters. Well, and again, I suppose anything with a gun as well. So, monsters, most enemies, are going to be just completely boned. I should say most enemies that want to try to use physical abilities. So that is just an amazing ability. So all right, let's go use some of these, or we'll see some of these Iado abilities. So here's Ashura. I'm gonna do a save state here just so that we can see how much this is gonna do, and then I'll just reload. So 128 for that one. That's not bad. Let's move on to the next one. 192, just a little bit more. I mean, honestly, that's not that much more, right? So here's the MP Verse of Oblivion. Oh, I see they've got all kinds of cool names for the War Alliance version here. I think in the original it would just, say the weapon's name. Oh, this is allies. Oopsies. Okay, we're gonna have to bring Rams up to see that one. Yeah, this is the heal. Oh, I guess here, let's see it. This yeah, oh, it even says there 192. So this will heal me by 192. I mean, honestly, that's pretty good. Let me just see the calculations for this stuff. So this is M attack times ability power. So I think that's why I've got so I've got the Tynar Rogue equipped, right? Because this increases my physical and magic. Genji Gauntlet is also really good, right? I mean, it's kind of it's a step down from the Tynar Rogue, but also it is good. But so yeah, anything that's going to add or anything that adds to your M attack is going to add more damage to the Iado type abilities. So I guess keep that in mind. All right, what are we on to here? Oh yes. Amano Miura is it adds slow. So, I don't know. Slow is pretty brutal. So yeah, I think that this one is great. Let me just see here though. So that has got a 25% chance to apply slow to each target. So obviously there, I didn't get, you know, slow to trigger, but just know that you've got a 25% chance. Alright, so on to Kiyomori here. Protect and Shell. Well, I think she's already... Does she already have both? Yeah, she's already got both, so I don't know. Let me just see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Hang on. I'm going to try this on... Actually, I'm going to try this on somebody else. Let's do... Let's move Ramza up here, because I don't think he's got Protector Shell on. So that should actually trigger on him. Yeah, there's a block. Alright, let's try this. What are we on here? Yeah, Kiyomori. Huh, that... I wonder if that's 100%. That's probably 100% chance to work. Yeah, so that's great. Protect and Shell are, you know, pretty fantastic status effects. Muramasa here, Confuse and Doom. This should also be... Yes, this is another 25% chance to add Confuse or Doom. Now, you know, the fact that it's two abilities rolled into one should really... Yeah, both of them got doomed there. Okay. So, yeah, that one's a great ability as well. So let's move on here. What was that? Miramasa? Yeah, let's go. Kikuichimoji. This one is interesting. So this is I mean, look at the effect range of this, right? So line yourself up basically with the enemy, and it's you're probably gonna hit him, right? So pretty cool on that there. So that was this guy. Let's go with the Masamune. Regen and haste. Oh, she's got regen and haste. Oh, she's got she has them already. I think that's 100%. Yeah, so yeah, okay. Ramza's gonna have haste and regen as well, so there's no reason to use that on him. But yeah, I mean, that's great. Those are two of the best you know, status effects in the entire game, in my opinion. So you know, and this is... So, also, by the way, though, you've got a chance of breaking these every time you use them, right? So, I don't know what the... I don't know what the chance is that you break these. I don't think it... I'm not seeing it where it says anything, though, either. Bum, 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 bum. Huh. Oh, I should also say that, these katanas have to be in your inventory. You can't have it equipped, which also I think makes sense, right? Because there's a chance that they get destroyed. Yeah, wow. I don't see here where the rate that these get destroyed are. Huh. Well, you know, hopefully, I guess don't use anything that you don't want destroyed. This stuff, though, you know, can be caught, though, as well. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just available from the store. But some of these towards the end, like I think Kiku Ichimonji is, I think this is buyable. I don't know that Miramasa is, though. Those might need to be caught if you want, you know, multiples. And then definitely the last one. This is for sure caught. I think there's another one in Midlight Steep at the very, very last... or in the, you know, the last level there. Masamune, I don't remember where these ones are at either. These are probably caught as well, though. So, alright, so what are we on here? Let's do Shira... I'm not even gonna try. But here, this ability is called Raging Inferno. This is, well, this actually looks amazing. Huh, yeah, that's really cool. Oh my god, that hit so hard, too. Okay, well, yeah, that's that. Let's, oh, shoot, I was gonna go out to the, yeah, actually, I'm gonna have to take a cut here, so I can go back out to the world the Jesus, the gear. Yeah, all right, let's do that. Okay, so first of all, let's actually talk about before we jump into the gear. Let's talk reaction abilities. Bone Crusher here. Deal damage equal to your own maximum HP when critically wounded. This one is actually pretty interesting, though Samurai has like the worst HP totals for all of the heavy armor using classes. So this is better on, you know, other jobs. But it's interesting. If you can, you know, get your HP boosted up really high, whenever you get crit, you know, you can deal an absolute boatload of damage. So that's an interesting one. Not one of my favorites. I think that there's a lot of other better reaction abilities, honestly, but this one is actually interesting. Shira Haddori, this is the one that we already talked about. This is, I mean, it's just amazing. Like, the fact that it basically makes you untouchable if you've got 100, or I should say untouchable by most physical attacks, if you've got 100 bravery. Now, really easy to get to 97. Although I should say it takes a bit of work, though, right? But you know, once you get there, man, this ability is amazing. Equip Katana. I'll be honest, I don't love this one. I just don't like the katanas just in general, like as weapons, because they don't really have any, like, you know, interesting effects on them. So I just don't bother. Double hand here. This one is kind of interesting. So wield a weapon with both hands, increasing its destructive power. So things like the spear are really great, right? You can't dual wield spears, right? So if you want to do more damage with a spear, you can equip this ability. Now it removes the ability, though, to equip a shield when you do that. So up to you on if you want to do that, but it is a way to get more damage out of certain weapons. This one at least is interesting. I used this a lot the first time I played. The only problem, though, with this again is, honestly, the thing is, like, the way that I look at most of the gear in this game is, those, you know, gear slots are valuable because certain weapons and, you know, shields and stuff have different, like, passive abilities. So, like, what do I mean? Like, I prefer dual wielding knight swords, for instance. Why is that? Well, the Chaos Blade is just amazing. I mean, the fact that it is so powerful. I mean, one of the very most powerful, you know, weapons in the entire game. But also, it's got the regeneration effect on it. And if you pair that up with something like an Excalibur has haste on it. So, you know, you can't get both if you do double hand, right? Like, okay, you can double hand a actually, I don't know if you can double hand an Excalibur, or a wait, one second here. I don't think you can double hand a, oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can double hand a Chaos Blade. But yeah, it's not as good, right? Because then you're not getting haste. Yeah, you can do more damage with your Chaos Blade, but I mean, I would much rather have haste. So I don't know. It's kind of up to you on whether or not you want to use double hand. I suppose in certain classes, though, like Samurai, because Samurai can't equip a shield, you can either, you know, equip the equip shield ability and thus be able to equip one, or do double hand. It's really more of personal preference, right? Do you want to do more damage with your weapon, or do you want to, you know, be able to defend yourself a little bit better? And I mean, honestly, with Shira Haddori, you really don't need a shield, right? All of your defense is basically going to come from that ability. So, you know, in that instance, no reason to do that. So let's go back in here and take a look again. Yeah, so that's equipped katana and double hand. Swim, movement ability. Honestly, not a fan. I don't. You know, swim and even act in deep water. Okay, cool, but like, just stay out of the water. You know, there's just so many better movement type abilities in the game that I just don't bother with this. Alright, so let's take a look at equipment here. Again, keep in mind that your Yado type abilities do benefit from magic attacks, so things like the Tainar Rogue are really, really good. But here's the Shira Haddori. And yeah, I'm probably saying that wrong, but katana is decorated with intricate designs. So attack 25, block 15. Really, I mean, that's pretty powerful, right? Let's take a look at some of the other. Oh, we got the bags. Let's take a look at some of the other. All right, so here's the Masamune. Attack 18, block 15. You know, these have an okay-ish block rating. But I don't know. Nothing fancy for abilities. Attack 7, block 15. Attack 8. Yeah, it looks like they all have a block of 15. Attack 9. 10. 11. 12. Yeah, just barely are going up. There's a 14. And then there's 15 with the Kiku movie. If you notice there, nothing interesting at all about the katanas, honestly. They're just not, they're not really noteworthy weapons, right? There's no haste, there's no regeneration, there's nothing on these weapons. So, I guess at least the damage is okay on them, right? But I don't know, nothing fancy here. All right, so let's talk helmets. You know, same as the Lancer, they can only use heavy helmets. They cannot use hats, which is a shame. Again, because I prefer hats. And then same with the they've got the heavy armor as well as robes. So you know, again, unfortunately, when it comes to samurai, it's the same thing as I've said before. You know, I actually prefer the lighter armor and the lighter helmets to the heavies. But that said, they are going to be, you know, beefier because they do have the access to the heavier armor. And then accessories, again, I would say Tainar Rogue is really good. Obviously, that is only for female units, but another kind of backup would be like the Genji glove, right? Because it increases your physical by 2 and magic by +2. So that's another, you know, kind of a backup option. So that is about it for samurai. Interesting skill set. You know, I like the AoE effects. You know, unfortunately though, it's all based around the samurai itself, so you really got to get up in there. The skill set is also though kind of okay on some of the other classes. You know, I suppose like your magic classes could benefit from it, right? You know, they're going to be able to do, or they're going to have a better, you know, magic stat, so they should be able to do more damage. But yeah, kind of interesting. I do like the area of effect though. It's gigantic, so you know, if the enemies are starting to surround you, you can really hit a lot of stuff with it. And some of them have some interesting effects, like that slow. You know, it basically you know, a 25% chance only to land it, but an AoE slow is actually pretty interesting. So that is the samurai. As always, I hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.